In a medical malpractice case in New York or an accident case, can I use the defense's medical expert to bolster our own case? You want to know the answer? Come join me as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. When your case gets to trial, whether it's an accident case or a medical malpractice case, the defense in all likelihood is going to be bringing in their own medical expert to testify on their behalf. But now, when I have an opportunity to get up and cross-examine that medical expert, can I use that doctor who's now coming in to oppose our claims to bolster our case and to bolster our claims? And the answer is, yes, I can. Hopefully, there's a set of facts that will allow me the opportunity to ask the doctor questions that will get him to agree with facts of our case, that will get him to agree that certain things were or were not done, and get him to agree that our injured victim has certain injuries that he agrees with. That's how we use the defense's medical expert to bolster our case. Doctor, do you agree that according to the medical records, the other driver crossed over the yellow line, causing a head-on impact to my client? Yes, I do. And do you recognize that that will cause severe trauma? Yes, I do. Okay, so now I'm taking the doctor down a path to get him to recognize and admit things that are clearly not in dispute. And the moment he does that, now I have an opening. I have the opportunity to get him to acknowledge and accept the fact that certain things did happen in our situation. And now let's say it's a medical malpractice matter. Doctor, do you agree that certain things were done here? Yes, they were. And now, would you also agree that the standard of care required that the doctor do A, B, and C? Yes, I would. Great. So now what have I done? I've gotten the doctor to admit, at least initially, that the standard of care required the defense doctor to do certain things. And again, I take them down the path. And if I can find certain things that gets the doctor to admit and acknowledge that certain things were done or were not done, now what does that do? The effect is it boosts our particular claim. And if I get a nugget of information where the doctor acknowledges and agrees with one of the key points we're trying to make, I can now use that on closing remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, not only are we claiming that the doctor did something wrong, but the defense's own medical expert agrees with us. Here's what he said. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what happens in these types of cases, and to share with you a trial strategy that works more often than not. You know, I realize you've got questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened here in New York and you've got legal questions and you're contemplating bringing a lawsuit, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to chat. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a great day.